everyone, welcome back. So today is Saturday, and before the horrible weather comes in that we're supposed to be getting, we're supposed to get quite a bit of rain today and tomorrow, I thought I would come on and film a video. I have a few projects. A couple I haven't really worked much on. I've mostly just been focusing on the shawl. I haven't quite got it finished yet. I can't decide if I want to keep it at the width that it is at the moment and do the edging, or finish off that bowl and start the other one. You'll see what I mean when I show you. But first up, I wanted to share these pins that I got with you. As you guys know, my Fringe Supply Co. bags quite often feature pins. These are various pins. We've got this one from Teeny Button Studio. It's a little fox logo. Amber O'Brien's logo, one of her pins. This one I got at the Sheep and Wool show. And this one is from an Australian Etsy seller. I'll have to look up the name for you. And these two, this one here and this one was a lucky dip that I got, and I kind of have it pointing to this one because, you know, it says hell yeah, so oh yeah. And this one had to get, it says Happy Hooker. Hopefully I don't get flags out on YouTube. There's a shawl in here, but a shawl, was it a shawl? Yes, but I haven't worked on it. The other pin that I got, and if you have seen this video, if you have seen this movie this quote comes from, let me know in the comments. But when I saw this pin, I had to get it. It says, "We are the weirdos, mister." So this one I got from a yarn shop in Geelong that's no longer open. This one came from the same Etsy seller that I got the coffee cup one from. And these three down the bottom I got from the Sheep and Wool show. So this is housing my two pair of socks, which I really haven't done much on either of these. I don't know, I've just kind of been focusing on that shawl and getting that done. But I did pull out the yarn that I have, the Knit Picks Fleechy, and I have these three colors. Actually I got all these, I don't know if I got all of them in D-Stash or just a couple of them, but I've got 2 balls of each. So I have Dance Party, I have Witch's Brew, and this one is Steamer Trunk. So I normally knit neutral socks, so that's a bit different. But I'll pick one of these colors and cast on another pair of socks on the other needles that I use for Magic Loop, and hope that that will be the motivation for me to finish the other 2 pairs. I also I saw this at the newsagent and I was like, that has some really great blanket patterns in it, so I picked it up. It's the Ultimate Crochet Blanket Collection. It is by Simply Crochet, and yeah, it has some really nice blankets in here. See if I can find it. It's a really big round one. I don't know if that was it. I don't feel like that was the right one. I'll have to try and find it. But unless I saw it online, maybe I'm confusing that with one that I saw online. Maybe I am. Oh, I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. I could be because I've been looking at that many different blanket patterns. No, I think it's online. It wasn't that one, it was online. Anyway, yeah, it's a really good book. If you need a quick blanket for like a baby present, or even like a child's birthday, they're always nice. And you can always make them like a smaller size so that they can have it in the car, or if they're a child that carries their blanket or their little toy around with them, you can make it a smaller size. We actually have a child at my job and his mum, he has like a fleecy blanket, kind of like minky fabric almost, and what she's done is she's cut a smaller square out of his favorite blanket so he can take the square to daycare and he's still got his blanket, but he doesn't take the whole big blanket, which I thought was a pretty good idea. So yeah, you could just make like a smaller, maybe you could do two, maybe you could do like a bigger blanket for at home and then make them a smaller one that they can carry, you know, by small I mean, you know, small enough to, you know, maybe like size, maybe, I don't know, but you get the idea, so that they have a smaller one to carry around with them, because I know some children can be very particular and very possessive over their own things. So I don't know, just an idea, saves the parents having to deal with their favorite, you know, blanket, the whole blanket going missing or whatever else, you know. It's not so bad. But yeah, I will show you the shawl. This has actually been like my favorite project, I think, just because it's like a mindless project so far. Like, you only really need to pay attention kind of towards for the edging, and even then I don't think that's too bad. So so I've got a decent chunk left. I was thinking maybe do all of the, like maybe half of the lighter purple that's left and then use the rest for the edging. I don't know. I'm actually halfway through a row, of course. Let me see if I can try get that out of the way. So as you can see, it's pretty large as it is. Like, it's a decent, like, it's longer than my wingspan by that much each side, so it's gonna be a decent size anyway. And I love the sparkle. I have more of this, not this color, I don't think, but I ordered a couple of different colors in the cakes glitz, because yes, I put in another eyeshadow on them. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And even with the glitz in it, like, it's not scratchy, it's actually really nice. And this is just 95% acrylic, 5% metallic Lurex. So, and I think that would be a good idea to have the edging be in purple as well, because, you know, you start on purple. So I showed it to you upside down. So you start on purple and then you'd finish on purple. So I think that would be nice. And then if you guys want to make it and you have some glitz, then you know, roughly you'll need 1 cake for it. I did put the other cake in here just because I wasn't sure how big I was going to make it. There is a specific number of rows in the pattern, but I'm just kind of using this yarn, so I'm kind of doing my own thing. It is ice yarn, of course, and I can't remember the name of this one, but I'll show you and you can see it there. 150 grams, 540 meters. It says a 4 mil, but as you guys know, I am actually using a 6 for this. So if you're actually going to use the recommended hook size, then you would need obviously more yarn, but I really like how it's turned out. I think I will block it a little bit when it eventually just to kind of get the shape right. So if I put it on like a normal kind of scarf, it's just all bunchy and driving me nuts. But as you can see already, even without the edging, it's like pretty substantial. So yeah, I'll decide what I will do with that. But yeah, I love how it's turning out. You could even just do this and then put a picot edge on it, or you could do the a shell edge. I think that would be nice too. But yeah, I'm gonna try and do the edging in the pattern. And this is I will see if I've got it on my iPad. I think I have. But now I've said that, I probably don't. Oh, and quickly, while I'm on here, I also, oh yes, I have got it. It's the Chic and Strong Crescent Shawl. It's actually a red heart pattern. Go back that way. So it's just a free download as well. So yep. I also picked up this book, and I already have the first one in an actual physical copy, but I had to pick this up. It's the Unicorns, Dragons, and More Fantasy Amigurumi 2. So that is what it looks like, and you can get it from amigurumipatterns.net. It was $17.95 US, which is what, 20 something Australian. But the prices that you pay for like physical books can be a lot more than that. So I had a look on Amazon, and it's not on Amazon yet. So I don't know if you want to wait till it's on Amazon. I don't know if I can. Yeah. So just to give you an idea, these are what the patterns are in this one. And if you like unicorns and that stuff, definitely pick that up. But yeah, this is just a really quick, well, I wouldn't say quick, I guess it depends on how fast you crochet, but it's a pretty mindless project. So is that, and I'll leave it out because I'm going to work on it after this video. Then the other one that I have, and I have it in this bag, I picked this bag up at like one of the cheap shops. They always have really good like reusable bags like this that work really well for project bags. I can't remember if I showed you this yarn or not. I got some of this in some other colours, and then when I went in there the other day, they had this, and I was like, yes please. So I got that, and to go with it I got this purple. So I think I have 4. Yeah, I've got 4 of this colour and 2 of this purple. So I'm going to do, if I can get it back in the bag. So I'm just doing, excuse me, a half, no, I'm doing a double crochet. What am I talking about? And I like how the colours are turning out on this. So I'm just going to do it this wide, which is, what, maybe a bit over half my wingspan. And then I'll use up all of this yarn, and then I'll do a border in the purple, but I'll use all of the purple yarn around the edge. So yeah, I'll do probably double crochets for most of it, and then just do a border in the rest of the purple. But yeah, I like how it's coming out. This is kind of one of my projects on the back burner at the moment. I really want to try and get that shawl finished. And I'm still going on my friend's baby blanket, which I really need to pick that up again too. As usual, I never just have one project, because really, I think a lot of us have more than one project on the go. That's just how it is. I also this week got my jumbo flyer kit for my Kiwi spinning wheel. It's going to take some getting used to, that spinning wheel. I'm so used to spinning on my Ashford Traveller, but now I've got the Ashford Kiwi too. It's just a different kind of wheel. So I put it all together and did a little bit of spinning, but it's going to take some practice to get used to that one. So I've still got the original flyer tool, which I think I will keep. Unlike my Traveller, I actually sold the standard flyer that I got with it to get the jumbo flyer for my Ashford Traveller. But yeah, it's a good wheel, but it's just gonna, because it's a little bit different, it's just gonna take some time. So yeah, that's all my yarny crafty stuff. I do have a real estate rental update. I was at work the other day and my boss came in and she's like, oh yeah, by the way, did you go through da-da-da real estate? I'm not gonna say the name, but and I'm like, yeah. She's like, yeah, they rang me and I said lovely things about you, and I'm like, oh thanks. And then they rang my mum too, because she's like technically my landlord because I pay her rent, so you know, so they've called my references. So I don't know, I still don't know if I got it or not. I have no idea. So I'm hoping to find out this week. I'm still applying for other ones just in case. But yeah, I donated some stuff to the thrift store today, and I actually picked up a couple of jumpers in there. I hadn't been in there for a while. So yeah, I picked up a couple of nice jumpers. Because surprisingly, I don't, like, even though I cleared out a lot of my clothes, which I need to donate those on Monday, I don't have a lot of jumpers. I have jackets, like, and I have like cardigan like this, and like my really thick jacket, my waterproof one, but I don't have a lot of jumpers. I think I own maybe 2 or 3, if that. The rest of the time I just wear like my zip up jacket or this cardigan. And honestly, when I'm at home, I changed out of my huggle today because I'm like, no, they're gonna get sick and tired of seeing me wearing my huggle all the time. I'm like, you really need to get a second one of those, one in the wash, one wearing one. I'm like, anyway. So, yes. But yes, I changed out of it today because I'm like, yeah, I can't wear my huggle again in another video. But yeah, hopefully next week I will have an update on that for you. I was supposed to go and look at another house today, but they cancelled the inspection because of some new regulation, of course, that the government have brought in due to the current situation. They were allowed to have like inspections where you could go in, have a look at the property before you apply for it, but now they've changed it to they're not allowed to have any inspections at all, so which is kind of a pain. I mean, you can kind of get an idea from photos online, but it's better seeing it in person. I never heard back about the other one here in town. The real estate agents here are just useless in my opinion, so that's why I've gone that side. So but we'll see what happens. So yeah, and as I said before, I have put in another ice yarn order. It's like 5.8 kilos of yarn or something. Because I was thinking about it for like over a week, and I was like, should I, shouldn't I? Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. So because when I get my own place, what I'm gonna do is, I think I might have said this before in my other video, but I'm gonna put $10 into my business account, which I have a separate debit card for. It's a total separate bank from where my pay goes and my loan and everything like that. And I'm just gonna set it up as a direct debit, so it automatically comes out of my bank, and so I won't even really notice it. And because it's only $10, I can put a little bit extra in if, you know, I want to or whatever. But I'm just going to let it build up and build up. And then when I sell things that I've made, the money goes into that account as well. And like if I'm at Spotlight or something like that and I'm buying yarn to make something to sell, then I use that money, not my personal account. That makes sense. So I actually use some of my, obviously my personal funds to buy the ice yarn, but I just thought, you know what, I'm going to be renting hopefully soon, and I'm going to have a set budget, so it's easier if I just transfer $10 over and just let it build up and build up and build up, and then, you know, in a few months, 6 months or so, I can do another order. So, and what I'm going to do, and my mum and stepdad said the same thing, is if I order packages online, still have them sent here, not sent to my new address. It's not that I have, you know, trust issues with people, but you just never know who's in your neighborhood. And at least if they're here, I know that there's usually always someone home anyway to get them, so they're not going to get stolen or misplaced. So my current ice yarn order is in Dubai at the moment. It was in Belgium the other day, now it's in Dubai. They're saying it's going to be here Monday, but I don't think it will be, honestly. By the time, I mean, it may be in Australia by Monday, but I don't really think I will actually have it by Monday. I think I put the order in Thursday, I think it was, but I seriously doubt it's going to be here Monday. Today's Saturday, and I don't think it's going to get from Dubai to Australia, clear customs, and get to me by Monday. I don't think it's going to get here that quick. Thursday, Friday, yeah, that's more of a possibility, but we'll see. So yeah, I think that's about all I have to share with you at the moment. I was hoping to have more to show you, but I really have not been into knitting on my socks at the moment. I was just gung-ho with sock knitting, but yeah, it's kind of dropped off a bit, but we'll see. I'll get there eventually. Yeah, that's the only yarn that I have coming is ice yarn, other than the advent calendar from Rosehip Island, which will not be till like November, December. So but yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys are working on at the moment. Hopefully things are calming down where you live. We are having a bit of spike in cases in my state at the moment, so yeah, it's always an interesting time, but they're not near us, so hopefully we don't really get any cases here. But anyway, I'm gonna go. Thank you all so much for watching, and hopefully I'll have something finished to show you next time. Hopefully. Well, I think I'll at least have the shawl finished. I don't know about the socks, but I think I'll at least have the shawl done. Anyway, I will see you all next time.